Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
You're there to support them and show that their loss is not unrecognized.
Officers from around the country are making their way to Fargo to stand strong for a fallen brother. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Krista Boehm. The funeral for Fargo police officer Jason Mosier is expected to be one of the biggest single events in the metro area, with around 700 squad cars involved in the procession. From Williston to Washington, D.C., and even Winnipeg, brothers and sisters in blue started to gather tonight to reflect on losing a fellow police officer. They traveled miles for the Mosier family, the Fargo Police Department, and for each other, to comfort each other, knowing they still have to have the courage to put their lives on the line, even knowing many have died doing the same.
That's one reason I came from Washington, D.C. today, to honor Jason and the ultimate sacrifice he made and show the support not only to my fellow law enforcement brothers and sisters, but to his family.
It just shows that family that and that agency that they're not alone, that loss that they have suffered, that there's others there that are feeling the same loss.
The Fraternal Order of Police in D.C. flew a United States flag over the Capitol on the day of his death. They will present that same flag to the Mosier family at the funeral. And officers from Cass County and West Fargo are taking over the streets for Fargo Police tomorrow as they all say their goodbyes to Jason Mosier. That means every Fargo officer will be able to attend the funeral. The two neighboring departments will be taking over Fargo streets for the 24-hour period. And a nearly 24-mile processional will make its way through West Fargo, and Moorhead to honor Officer Mosier. Please say if you do not plan on attending Mosier's funeral, try and avoid the area around Shields Arena until after 4 p.m. 32nd Avenue South between Veterans Boulevard and 45th Street South will be closed starting at 7:15 a.m. tomorrow morning. There will also be periodic closures along the processional route. And our funeral coverage for Officer Mosier will begin shortly before 1 p.m. tomorrow on KVLY 11.1 and on valleynewslive.com as well. For a complete wrap-up of all of the day's coverage, be sure to tune in to 6:30 POV on KX. And a reminder that small children cannot attend the funeral, but the YMCA of Cass and Clay counties is offering free childcare during the service. Childcare will be offered that day for all ages from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Schlossman YMCA. You can also find more details and guidelines on the service and processional on our Facebook page. Just search Valley News Live and like our page, and you can stay informed on all the latest updates throughout the day. A near drowning at a water park that put a young girl in the hospital has parents speaking up about how the situation was handled by those hired to keep kids safe. A 7-year-old was pulled from a pool at the Seven Clans Casino Water Park in Thief River Falls. And Valley News Team's Giovanna Simic spoke with family and the nurse who saved her life.
A fun day at this water park in Thief River Falls turned terrifying for a family as their 7-year-old daughter nearly drowned.
I had went over and seen her laying there. She was blue. I'm not real sure if she was responsive at the time they were doing CPR.
But quick reaction from a nurse there saved her life.
I jumped in the pool and swam over to her and turned her over, and she was blue and not breathing. So I just took over and I told someone to call 911 and told someone to start giving her breath while I started the compression.
Johnson and others performed CPR on Penny for a minute before she started breathing. She was airlifted to a hospital in Fargo where she is expected to make a full recovery.
I'm just very thankful that Nicole Johnson found her and pulled her out. Otherwise, I don't think Penny would be here right now.
But it was how lifeguards working at the water park that has sparked heated conversations on how they handled Penny's life.
They helped pull her out, and as soon as she was out of the water, the lifeguards backed up about 15, 20 feet, and they had nothing to do with it. And it was just these two ladies that were really working on her.
And others who frequent the water park say this is not the first time they've watched a near tragedy transpire at Seven Clans.
We've seen good lifeguards, and they call the kids out, but more often than not, they're not attentive.
Giovanna Simic, Valley News Live.
We first spoke to Seven Clans Casino yesterday, but other than an employee confirming the incident with a few details, they declined to give further comment today. A Fargo man was arrested for attempted kidnapping and DUI after police say he tried to steal a car with a passenger still inside. 26-year-old Scott Reynolds got in a random car in the Fargo Denny's parking lot with a woman still in the passenger seat and tried to drive off. As he tried to pull away, he nearly hit a person in the parking lot. The woman in the car stopped him by putting the vehicle in park. A few of her friends came out of the restaurant, pulled Reynolds out of the car, and held him down until police arrived. No one was injured. Your 10 at 10 continues with the man accused of killing 6 people and critically injuring 2 more in a shooting rampage in Kalamazoo, Michigan. The man was an Uber driver who was reported to have picked up and dropped off passengers between shootings. Police say Jason Dalton shot at least 8 people during a 7-hour rampage. He has no criminal record, and Uber says it did do a background check. He first drove by a parking lot of an apartment complex, shot one woman who was in critical condition. 4 hours later and 15 miles away, shots were fired at a car dealership where a father and son were killed. Then to a Cracker Barrel restaurant where 4 women were killed. A 14-year-old was left critically injured. Hospital officials say she originally had been pronounced dead, but then she squeezed her mother's hand. Police say they still do not have a motive. An automotive fluid smell is what most likely caused Sears to evacuate the store this afternoon. Fargo fire crews were unable to find a natural gas leak after a call about a smell inside. Sears evacuated the store for a few hours as they searched for the cause. Excel was also called in to take a look. Crews say they didn't find a spill of any fluid anywhere, but the smells seemed to come from the automotive department.